What is going on, guys? The Saurus Fox here today, back again with another Football Manager 2017 video. So we are back with Season 2, Episode 1 of the Southampton Mission. And as you can see, I have decided to stay with Southampton because of the end of last season. I was thinking about leaving, but there wasn't a whole lot of jobs going. The Crystal Palace job would have been interesting, but I've stayed at Southampton. We've done pre-season, I've done some transfers, bringing players in and selling players. Hopefully this is a season where I can put a good mark on Southampton and finish in the top half of the table. It'll be tough because Premier League is tough, but hopefully with the transfers we've made the right signings that could come into the team and perform week in, week out, and we can get the results that we need. So let's get into showing you the transfers. So let's start with the players who have left the club. There was rumours going around that Manchester United wanted to sign Virgil van Dijk, and he came to me and I said I wanted to keep him. He said he wanted to leave, so I did sell him to Barcelona for a fee of £25 million. Originally Barcelona put an offer in for him which I wasn't quite happy with, so I rejected it, and he moaned at me. He was like, why didn't you sell me? You promised me I'll sell him, blah blah, rubbish stuff. So then I managed to negotiate a deal for him with Barcelona, and he's gone for 25 million. Be a big miss Virgil van Dijk, but hopefully our replacements for him should be alright. Now let's get on to the next one. Nathan Redmond has been sold to Liverpool for a very cheap price of 7.75 million, but potentially rising to 11.5 million. Again, this was an unexpected one. Liverpool put an offer in for him. I rejected it, and he wanted to moan, saying he wanted to play European football, but I wanted to keep him at the club at the time. But we managed to negotiate a deal for him to go to Liverpool, so hopefully he's happy, and hopefully it doesn't affect our season too much. And we have sold Cheki Kouyaté as well. We sold him to Leicester for 7.5 million. But again, was never really going to play. I never really played him last year. He was unhappy anyway. We've sold him to Leicester. Supposedly he's probably going to be their replacement for Mendy, who we signed in January last year. As you can see, last season he made 9 appearances for the club. His total appearances were 9 for Southampton. Never played him, so sell him while we can. His value is 17 million, but it doesn't really matter too much because he's off the books. So we've got some money for him, so can't really be too disappointed really. The next one is Harrison Reed. We've sold him to West Ham for £6.5 million. Good young player. Wasn't getting any game time. Needs to be playing all the time, even though he's been offered a rotation contract at West Ham. But hopefully that move work out for him. We've also sold Paulo Gazzaniga. Never plays for me. He was stuck in the youth teams, and he's too old to be in the youth teams. 26. Sold it for £2 million to Middlesbrough. Not too bad there. Also sold Philip Schausberger to Aston Villa for just over £2 million. Well, just under £2 million, and we could potentially get over £2 million if Aston Villa meet the contract clause that is demanded. Jeremy Pide, we never offered him a contract, and he did leave on a free transfer, and he's signed for Stade de Reims in France. Aaron O'Driscoll, a youth player, never really going to play. He's left as well for free. We've loaned out Tyreek Johnson to Stevenage for the season. Callum Slattery is loaned out for the season to Hull, which is a bit of a weird one. But Hull are in the Championship, so hopefully Roberto Di Matteo can give him the game time that he needs there. Jan Valerie has left to go on to Preston on loan. Yet again, another youngster going to the Championship for game time. Hopefully he does get what he needs. Jack Stevens has gone on loan to the Championship to play for Bristol City. It's valued at 1.6 million. he's developing into a good player, but he's just not quite ready to be in the Southampton squad. And the last loan is Jason McCarthy, who has gone out on loan to MK Dons. So now let's get into the transfers that we have signed. So we've signed Jake Parslow. Wasn't my transfer. The director of football has brought him in, but he looks like a good youngster, 17-year-old from Wales, central midfielder, just valued over 2 million. Currently 1.5 ability and potential of 4 stars. So we've signed to a proper signing that I've made now is Jack Wilshere from Arsenal. We've signed him quite cheap actually. 9.75 million, not too bad there, considering he spent his whole career at Arsenal, with the exception of going out on loan to Bolton and Bournemouth. I think as you can see, he didn't really play last year for Arsenal. 7 appearances, 1 goal, 6.93 average rating. So hopefully he can come in and be our first team regular in the midfield, and not too bad for a player under £10 million. Now, I had no real plans to sign a left winger, but Hesse from Paris Saint-Germain was put up on the transfer list. Although his training hasn't been going great and he has been decreasing in his stats, valued at 21 million. He's on a big contract of 81,000, but 3.5 star ability. Not really going to get any more potential. He's 25 from Spain. Cost us £11 million, which is decent because Paris Saint-Germain had to pay 21.5. So we've got a good transfer there in Hesse. Hopefully he can perform for us this year and make a big difference to us in the league. We have signed Wilfred Zaha from Crystal Palace. He will be a first team player, definitely. He's the replacement for Nathan Redmond, costing us £12 million. Considering we didn't get the managerial offer to go to Crystal Palace, I thought, why not try, just put a deal in for him, and they accepted 12 million, which I know, a bit of profit for them, considering they sold him once to Man United, loaned him out and brought him back, and he's been playing the last few seasons. As you can see, high 20s, mid 30 games per season played. But yeah, we've brought him in to be a permanent player pretty much. Well, we've brought him in on a permanent transfer and he will be a first team player. Now, the replacement for Virgil van Dijk is Harry Maguire. He's valued at 19.5 million, 25, great player. We signed him from Norwich because they did buy him from Hull originally. I can see why they've sold him, because they made a big profit of that. Norwich originally bought him for £750,000 and we had to fork out 15 million, but hopefully he can do the business for us this year. As a central defender, 17 heading, 16 marking, 16 tackling, 14 determination, 15 positioning, 16 strength and 16 jumping reach. I can see he's got a great potential to be a good replacement for Virgil van Dijk. And considering I was the Swansea manager before, I have gone back to the club and signed Borja Baston, as they are still in the Championship. I took a rank as their new manager. So yeah, we signed Borja Baston for £13 million. So Swansea have made a loss on him. Only made 8 appearances last year, getting 2 goals, but we brought him back to the Premier League. He did perform quite well for us when I was at Swansea, and hopefully he can battle with Charlie Austin to be a regular. So they're all my transfers. £63 million we've spent, and we've also made 51 million, so not too bad. This time last year we spent 68 million. Consider that's probably due to that was due to my January spending, and they made 33 million on the sales, but a bit more even this year. We've got 11, just under 12 million in the balance, but we've got a very, very tough start to the season, as I'll show you now. We've got, starting things off in this episode, we've got Man United and Tottenham. We go first game of the season, we're away at Old Trafford, then we are at the St Mary's Stadium and playing Tottenham. And then got the EFL Cup second round game against Notts County, who are down in League 2, I still think. I'm not 100% sure. Yep, still in League 2. And then we've got Liverpool, Chelsea, City. So that is 5 very tough games to start the season. And don't get any easier really. Stoke, West Brom, Arsenal. But then it starts to drop off. But the competition's still tough. We're still going to have a tough year ahead of us. So those are the updates. So why don't we stop talking and get into the first game of the season. Oh, and before I get, we did get a transfer offer for Jordi Classy, and I did reject it. I think the offer was from Roma, and we rejected it because he wanted Champions League football. But I did say this year, why doesn't he stay and help us fight for Champions League football? Can't highly see that happening, but it could do. We never know. The season hasn't begun yet, but Jordi Classy is still at the club, which is good for us. So the lineups today are for Manchester United playing the 4-4-1-1 is David De Gea, Luke Shaw, Kacharidi, De Vrij, Darmian, Mkhitaryan, Herrera, Pogba, Rashford, Bernardo Silva and Martial. Manchester United actually signed Bernardo Silva for £117 million, which, look, I actually cannot believe that. That is absolutely crazy. He's valued at 81 million. He's only 24. His stats are actually quite high, and he's obviously good if Man United have spent £117 million on him. And they've got Anthony Martial up top. Then they've got Romero, Boye, Schneiderlin, Depay, Foster-Mensah, Rojo and Fellaini on the bench. We're playing Fraser Forster in goal. We've got the attacking fullbacks in Cedric and Ryan Bertrand. Jose Font and Harry Maguire hopefully will be the successful centre-back partnership this year. Napales Mendy in the defensive midfield role. We've got Classy and Wilshere in the midfield. Hopefully the main creators for us. Wilshere, Zaha. Wilshere's making his debut. Zaha is on the right wing. Like I said, he's going to be our first team player. Borja Baston's up top, also making his debut. And Tadic is on the left, as Hesse cannot make his debut today as he's got an injury. So, and Sigurdsson on the bench, Long, Romeu, Austin, Snodgrass, Samir and Højbjerg. So hopefully we can go to Old Trafford and stick it to him. We know we got absolutely battered towards the end of last season, but hopefully this year it doesn't happen. So the game is underway. We're playing it in 2D for a change, but hopefully this can help us analyse the game a bit better in terms of formations and positioning. So Manchester United are on the attack, 8 minutes gone. Ball's been played out to Rashford, who's going to the byline, puts it across. Mkhitaryan, Bernardo, and he does get his first goal for Manchester United of the season. 9 minutes into the game, that's definitely why they spent the money for him. Rashford with the run. So here we are, Pogba does play to Bernardo, who Martial then plays a cracking ball through to Rashford. Simple, no closing down, Mkhitaryan, Bernardo Silva. There was a slight deflection, but unfortunately 8 minutes gone and we are 1-0 down. But we've got a free kick here with Dusan Tadic, who does play it, and everybody just took the shot and it's hit the crossbar, and De Gea's managed to keep it out. But will they create an opportunity now? Manchester United. Rashford knocks it to Anthony Martial, who does strike it straight at Fraser Forster. 20 minutes gone, and United have a corner. Bernardo Silva, can he do anything from this? He doesn't. Good ball in, but Fraser Forster does manage to come and claim the ball. One last chance before half time maybe. Cedric plays it to Zaha. Wilshere tries to play the ball over the top. Okay, fair enough. Zaha's picked it up against his former club in Manchester United. Can't find it. Can't find anyone. We've lost it though. It's Martial now charging at the back line, but Fraser Forster does manage to make a save. And that looks like we will be going into half time 1-0 down. So here we are. First chance of the second half. Rashford. Martial on the attack anyway. Forster does manage to make a save. So we've got a corner. Not a lot's happened this second half, but David De Gea has come and claimed it. United have switched to the 4-2-3-1 wide formation. But yeah, Rashford has actually gone up top, and Depay has come on, but not a lot. Memphis Depay, I'm saying that, goes what, about gets in the box, and Fraser Forster does pull out a save. Corner for Manchester United. Bernardo to whip it in. Classy's dealt with it. Will Zaha manage to run? No, he doesn't. He chooses to pass it to Baston. But Zaha, go on, get down this wing. Go. You've got pace. I just took him on. That's ended there. Not great. Bertrand. Can it? Will you play? He's got it. It's Tadic. Put it across. But good defending there from United. But Bertrand's whipped it back in quick. We had a go then. We could have scored, but unfortunately we haven't. Mkhitaryan finds Bernardo. Charging forward. Plays a good ball to Memphis, who's dragged it wide. Not what we want to see. Chance ball's been played to Fraser Forster. He's only cleared it quite poorly to Pogba. It's Memphis Depay. No one's closing him down. He's rocketed it. He's took a great strike, I should say. And Fraser Forster saved it. Bernardo whips one in. Classy's dealt with it. No one's closing down. Trying to keep up his shape in the box. Schneidlin back out to Bernardo, who takes it to the byline, but Tadic has intercepted that. Corner to Manchester United again. Back post, Memphis De Vrij, and it's somehow gone in the back of the net. We've let it go in. Stefan De Vrij has scored just as I was about to make, just as I tried to make a tactical change, bringing on Charlie Austin and playing him next to Borja Baston. It's come off the post. Bertrand's not doing his job, standing on the line. We've lacked in concentration, and we've let him score. United on the attack. Darmian plays it to Bernardo, to Rashford, who tries to find Memphis, but he's been intercepted. Rojo has found Schneiderlin now to Pogba, who's had loads of free space this game. Schneiderlin, free space again. It's just no one closes down. Rashford took a chance, but Forster has made a save. As you can see by the stats, Man United have had 20 and 10 on target, and they've had plenty of corners. 11 corners this game. Now Zaha, can he go on the counter attack? He hoofs it to Charlie Austin. No need, he had lots of space to run. That's one of the reasons why I signed him, because he's good at running and he can use his pace. But going off topic, Mkhitaryan did lose the ball and United have got a throw. But 1 minute to go. Stoppage time. Rojo takes us throw it, and referee's blown full time. It's Manchester United 2, Southampton 0. We haven't played well today at Old Trafford. We had a couple of opportunities, but we've missed them. So a deal is a deal. We have got to sell Pierre-Emile Højbjerg to Manchester United. We're getting £23 million for him. We did promise to sell him because he wants Champions League football and he was interested in moving to Man United. So there we go, accepted it. No going back now. Trying to keep players happy, but he wanted to go. Got to keep the promise. So before we get into the lineups for the teams that are going to be playing for Southampton Spurs, we have signed Yunus Kubal for £28,500. I did make promises to Borja Baston and Hesse that I would strengthen the defence, and I brought an experienced player in Yunus Kubal, 32. Still a decent age, still got some good stats, so hopefully he can come in. He knows he's going to be a backup, as you can see there, and he's happy to do that, but he's there if we need him, really. So the lineups are Fraser Forster, Ryan Bertrand, Cedric, Font, Maguire, Mendy, Wilshere, Romeo comes in today, Baston, Zaha and Tadic up top. And then we got Kabul on the bench, Nogras, Samir, Long and Austin. They're playing Hugo Lloris, Jan Vertonghen, Wimmer, Alderweireld, Dyer, Thiago Alcantara. It is how much they sign in for. £12 million, that's absolutely cheap from Bayern Munich. So they've got him, Dele Alli, Son Heung-min, Christian Eriksen, Kotabia, Harry Kane. We've got Vorm, Davies, Lamela, Mario Mandzukic on the bench, Moussa Dembele, Kyle Walker and Angel Correa. So straight away we're on the attack. Tadic soon got closed down, and it's Spurs on the counter attack. Kotabia, Kane, and the ball's been played over the top to Borja Baston, but he cannot get there. We're on the attack with Dusan Tadic, Ryan Bertrand, Tadic, Napales Mendy, Jack Wilshere, out wide to Zaha, can't quite turn because Jan Vertonghen with a great bit of defending there, but Mendy's done a good job and intercepted from Harry Kane, who does play it back to Fraser Forster, and it's over the top, and Tadic can't bring it down, but Romeu just misses it. Cartabia does find Harry Kane, who plays it out wide to Son Heung-min, who cuts inside, and Fraser Forster does manage to actually save that one. Good start. It's played up to Borja Baston, but Wimmer's won it. Bertrand's intercepted. We've got the ball back. Fraser Forster launches up to Zaha, who does knock it onto Borja Baston, who then plays it back out wide to Zaha in the box, and Wilshere with a good effort. Was it? It was good combination play anyway. But good opportunity that was to go 1-0 up, and Lloris does hoof up front. Jose Font does knock it forward, but we can't quite win it. Jan Vertonghen to Dele Alli, who's a great player. Son Heung-min now cuts inside, finds Harry Kane. Can we keep our positioning? Do. Dele Alli, Eriksen can't do nothing there, and Son does blast over the bar. And Tottenham on the ball again in the midfield. Out wide to Cartabia, cuts inside, switches the play to Son, who does cut inside again. Eriksen plays it to Cartabia. Everyone's trying to defend now. Harry Kane is at the post. Can we get it away? But it doesn't matter because it's a goal kick. But bit of a nervous play there. Now it's Son with a free kick. Romeu has intercepted. Borja Baston is dribbling with the ball. He's lost the ball. Harry Kane's lost the ball now. And it's back to Tottenham. Son to Eriksen. Out wide to Cartabia. To Harry Kane. Keeping our positioning well. Cedric goes for a rush tackle but misses it. Kane does lose it, and Font has managed to clear the ball. Wimmer on the halfway line finds the attacking fullback in Vertonghen. Son just taking everyone with him. It's Christian Eriksen at the moment. Son has put Tottenham 1-0 up. Not the worst to be fair. Like our players were just following everyone like sheep, and things didn't go great. But as you can see, just loads of space. Vertonghen then whips it in. Eriksen brings it down. Maguire's made the mistake trying to clear it, but he hasn't made the mistake. He just couldn't clear it, and then Son blasts it past Fraser Forster. We've played up to Romeu. Can he bring it down? He doesn't. Borja Baston plays it back to Nampalys Mendy. Jack Wilshere in the box to Wilfried Zaha. 1-1. 19 minutes, almost going into 20th minute. Back in the game with Zaha getting his first goal for the club in his second appearance. Get in there. Should now watch the replay. Mendy to Wilshere. That's why Wilshere's in the squad. To put balls through like that, and nice finish there from Zaha, 1-on-1 with Hugo Lloris. Maguire has played out wide to Tadic. Can he do anything? Because Tadic is a good player, he just hasn't shown it as consistent as we like to see. Chance missed. Thiago plays it over the top. It's hit Jose Font. Harry Kane 1-on-1 with Forster, but he does manage to make the save. Come on, Fraser Forster keeping us in the game. Corner to Tottenham. Cartabia to take it with his left foot. Harry Kane back post. No one's there. Someone close him down. Thiago's a great player, but he honestly need to close him down as much as possible. But he's passed it back to Dyer. Can we intercept? Bertrand does. Well, Bertrand's won it, but Harry Maguire's give away a foul. Wilshere can't quite find Zaha that time. But we're giving it to Spurs. I'll give it that. As I say that, Harry Kane is through on goal, and he's blasted it over the bar. Lloris does play up to Son, but we've managed to intercept it, and we've lost it again. It's Dele Alli with space. Christian Eriksen now. Out wide to Cartabia, and a bit greedy there. Should have really put it across the 6-yard box for a tap-in maybe, but it hasn't happened, and let's not worry about that because Cartabia is straight on the ball again. Dyer, who finds Kane. Dele Alli, Son's in space, and he's punished us twice. That's twice it's happened now. He just got in space. Everyone just let him have the ball, really. Just teams like sheep, really. That Kane back to Ali. Everyone's around there, and mint unmarked. And Fraser Forster couldn't quite keep the ball out the back of the net again. But we've got a free kick. It's whipped in. As we have lost the ball. Brighton are beating Leicester 1-0. Kane back to Vertonghen to Son. He is just being outstanding right now compared to all the other players. Harry Kane puts it over the bar again. Ball's been played up to Borja Baston. Wimmer's come across and won it, but not very well. Tadic, Romeu to Jack Wilshere to Tadic, keeping the ball, but can we do anything with it? Wilshere going past the Tottenham players, but missed the pass completely. Cortabia to Alderweireld, poor ball there. Can Mendy capitalise? Romeu, Tadic, go on Tadic, just lad, come on, we've got to do this. Borja Baston's been intercepted, and a long ball up to Harry Kane. Now this is where Tottenham punish us, because everyone pushes forward within a matter of seconds. Cortabia to Dele Alli's got a great strike on him, who does find Son. Can we close him down quick enough this time? He's at the post. We're fortunate there. Was it? Oh, a deflected shot obviously then. I obviously didn't recognise that. But they've got a corner. Nothing's come from it there. Cortabia really whip it back in the box. He doesn't. Dele Alli tries to find Alderweireld, but Tadic has intercepted it, and it's Borja Baston. Wilfried Zaha now, he's not playing bad, but it was a good interception. Christian Eriksen with a free kick, and that could have been an own goal, but Fraser Forster has managed to stop it somehow. Ball's been played up to Borja. Dele Alli plays a long ball, but he's lost it. Bertrand, I was going to say poor touch, but he's recovered, and we've just given it to Thiago absolutely easy there. I'll be happy when we get to half time, so we can get these players a bit of spirit back. Right, can we get a last opportunity? Romeu to Wilshere to Zaha, straight at Lloris. That was the opportunity to get us back into this game and on level terms. Second half now, and will Spurs make anything from it straight away? Nepal's Mendy's give away a foul. It's a free kick straight away. Eriksen takes it quickly to Thiago. Spurs are just going to keep the ball with this great passing play. Vertonghen, Ali, Thiago, Min, Eriksen. Can we clear it? We do. Can we force the counter-attack? Good ball out wide from Borja Baston. Zaha's running, and the team were just lacking behind him, which is not what we need right now. And it's a chance. Cedric has only cleared it to Zaha. Borja Baston. He's still actually. I was going to say he's lost it, but he hasn't. He's played it back to front. Maguire back to front. Who's played it up front. Romeu, Tadic. Poor ball. Not been great on passing. We've made 44 out. We've won 44 headers, but let's not talk about headers because Eric Dyer has just scored. We've made 205 passes out of 307, which isn't that bad, but we just haven't the passes that have been made, and it's Tottenham 3-1. So a bit of payback for last season when we went 3-1 up. Okay, from kick-off, Romeu's played it up to Tadic. Borja Baston. Will he do anything? He hasn't really shown great signs as of yet. Mendy, Romeu, Tadic, to Baston. He's took the shot and it's just wide. And then we're bringing on Charlie Austin and put him next to Baston. I think a bit of support might do him good. But it's a chance for Tottenham. Thiago's played it in the box. He cleared it. And Austin with a very bad first touch. But it's Eriksen, Son to Dele Alli, back post, goal. You just know as soon as it's gone back post, it's pretty much going to be a goal. But Tottenham are top of the league, and that has put us in the relegation zone on 0 point. Well, we were pretty much in the relegation zone, but we're 4-1 down. Ball's bouncing in the air. Romeu, will he win that? He does. Dusan Tadic to Borja Baston to Charlie Austin, who's offside, but he's put the ball in the back of the net. Ball's been played up to Harry Kane, but Maguire's won it. Thiago has found Dele Alli, and they've brought on Correa, but we're on the ball. Borja Baston, Charlie Austin has had a great chance, but he's put it over the bar. And it's a free kick. Davies to Vertonghen, to Eric Lamela, and Hal Correa. has put it straight at Fraser Forster. So, last couple of seconds of this game. Don't know why Charlie Austin was so defensive then, but it doesn't really matter because we're going to lose anyway. And that's it. It's full time. Southampton 1, Tottenham 4. Absolutely dominated this game. I must say we had a slightly better game, but we just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net, and we weren't particularly great at defending either. But there's improvement from when we played Manchester United. So I'm going to end the episode here right now. I'm going to go and play the Notts County game off camera, and then we'll come back for Liverpool-Chelsea in the next episode. Anfield and at St Mary's. Again, another two big games. Chelsea haven't had the greatest start to the season. Down in 14th. A draw and a loss. Who have they lost to? QPR. It's a bit of a shocker. That gives us a bit of hope, and they've drawn to Watford. And Liverpool are second in the league on goal difference, beating Burnley 5-1 in the last game and beating QPR 3-1. And yet we are ending the episode in the relegation zone with 2 losses, -5 goal difference and 0 points. So that is going to be me for the episode. Hope you've enjoyed. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. And I'm out for this episode. Peace.